Hello friends, I am Golem Ahmad. Welcome to your channel. Please support your channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go to today's story. One day, a family lived in a village with another family. One of the families had a daughter named Nazanin, and the other family had a son named Behzad. Behzad was a few years older than Nazanin. They both worked as shepherds. One day, Behzad decided to go to Nazanin's family and tell them that I fell in love with your daughter and that I can make your daughter happy. After a few days, he went to Nazanin's family with his family to propose. The two got married. They then provided them with a wooden house so that they could live together under one roof and start a happy life. After a few days, Behzad said that he had to go to the city to work because they needed more workers there than in the village. Then Nazanin told him that he had to come too, because we still had a life together and I didn't want to leave you alone. After a few days, Behzad and Nazanin decided to go. They went and got it and set off and reached the city at night because they lived in the villages. Then Behzad said to himself what to do and what not to do. He went and stopped on the road. A woman asked him to take it for work. After a while, they arrived and the woman told Behzad that it was in this house and they went inside. When the door opened, Behzad's fur curled up from the beauty of the house. Then the owner of the house told his servant to tell his son to come down because I have work to do with it. When the boy came, his mother turned to Behzad and said, "Mom, look! Let this man take it for a bite. He stops for his life so that maybe someone will ride it and take it away." Then Behzad told the boy that if you don't study, you will end up like me and you won't be able to go back. The boy was also playing with his tablet and didn't understand half of what he said. When Behzad came out of the house, the owner took money out of his pocket and then they got married and quickly went to Sweden with Meryl's family to live forever. Then they bought a very stylish house for Meryl's mother and father and another one for themselves. Mr. Benjamin, whose husband was Meryl, had a lot of money because he had studied and just connected electricity. He made a lot of money. With this money, he was able to buy a lot of houses and shops for himself and rent them out and collect the profits, and that was to make electricity for a very large factory. Meryl also taught at the university nearby. Then Mr. Benjamin fell in love with Meryl from the very beginning. Benjamin bought an island for Meryl right away that no one could afford to buy. Also an island that was uninhabited and no one was there. Meryl made it by planting all kinds of flowers and vegetables that were also made in Iran, and they exported to all kinds of countries and made a lot of money in this way. On that island, they also made things that were not available in Iran and sent to Iran. After a while, she wanted a child and they brought a cute 10-year-old girl from the orphanage who was very well behaved. This girl's name was Shamim. Her father was a prisoner who would come out and give drugs to people again. They had given her a life sentence. But Shamim himself didn't know and thought that storks had brought her. Meryl and Benjamin felt happy and content with Shamim's arrival in their lives, and they were no longer alone. Then Shammam's mother wanted to show him the island, saying that if he wanted to live there together, Benjamin had running water and electricity, but there was no gas, so he could have a picnic there. But Shammam said, "Mom, there's no one here and I'm alone and I don't want to be here." Then they got on the jet and returned to their home. Shammam's grandmother and grandfather were there, but there was no one on that island. Benjamin had built a submarine for themselves, and when they wanted to go to their island, they used the same sub. At the beginning of their life, they didn't like each other very much. But over time, Shammam and Irfan's behavior became better and better. After that, they went to Dubai with Irfan to cheer him up and spend a few months there. Shammam became better than before, but Irfan cheated on her and went to live with another woman named Fatima, and Irfan took her as his concubine. Irfan was more satisfied with Fatima than with Shammam. Irfan was disappointed in Shammam, and Shammam still noticed it. After a few years, Irfan had a child with Fatima, and then they gave them a little girl named Haida. After 7 years, when Haida grew up, Shammam became suspicious of Irfan and followed Irfan for a few days until Irfan said hello to a little girl. Then, it seemed like everything went wrong with Shammam. When Irfan came to Shammam's house, he said, "You got married." But Irfan didn't go at first, so he didn't go. Then Shammam told Irfan that he would fix it himself. The next day, when Irfan left the house, Shammam followed him. He told Irfan that this is Fatima, your second wife. She said no. When Fatima arrived, she said to Shammam at the door, "What are you doing to my husband? It seems like the house is ruined because of Shammam." Shammam also went to court and filed for divorce. Then he went to his father's house and told him everything. His father got angry and went to Irfan's house, but he was not home. He waited until he returned. When Irfan saw his father-in-law angrily, he quickly went and hid so that he wouldn't hit him. Shammam's father stayed until night, but Irfan didn't come. Then Shammam's father returned home and said, "Your husband didn't come. If he had come, I would have strangled him with my own hands because he had gone and brought a pot for my daughter." A few days passed before Irfan received a summons in which it was written that, "Let's make an agreement to separate, and you go to your place and I will go to mine." Then, when the court day came, Shammam went with his parents. Then Shammam found an acquaintance in the orphanage, and through him, they gave him a little girl named Bahar. Shammam had received a lot of money from her deceased husband, and they went to live in Pakistan with their daughter because they had had so many problems in the past few years that they could no longer bear it. But because of Bahar, he endured it. When Bahar grew up, he could tell his right hand from his left. Shammam was now at ease with the past and bought a very stylish house in Tanzania and lived there with Bahar. Tanzania was a beautiful country, and its people drank a lot of wine and were all drunk and spent their entire lives in this way. 30 years later, when Shammam died and Bahar was in Tanzania, he became the president of that country, and, to be fair, he had made a beautiful plan for the next 50 years of that country. Bahar had also made peace agreements with other countries, and, for example, other countries did not want to pay for customs because Bahar, the president of Tanzania, had ordered. Then there was Tanzania. When someone died, they would burn them so they wouldn't have to pay for the grave, and this was interesting for other countries. In Tanzania, because Bahar had made big deals with other countries, he no longer had to worry about what he would do tomorrow for the next 50 years. Then there were other countries like Iceland that had good offers for Bahar to come and become their president.